Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cooking Blind with me, Yolanda. Today we're going to make something very interesting. It's a spin on a traditional meat lasagna. Instead of meat, we're going to do a seafood lasagna. So put your aprons on, ignite your senses, and let's get into the kitchen and let's get cooking. Before we get started, as always, I'm going to ask you to show me some love. Give me your love and help me grow my channel. 75% of you that are watching are not subscribed. So hit that subscribe button, it's free to do. Hit that notification bell for any future videos. Give me a thumbs up if you like these recipes, and please leave me comments. I always read your comments. Now, let's get into the kitchen and let's go make some seafood lasagna. So in my large skillet, what I have warming up here is about 1 tablespoon of butter and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Now the reason for combining both is because butter has a very quick burning temperature and the olive oil helps calm that down because it's got a higher burning temperature. So you want to always mix the two when you're melting butter. So our oil and butter are hot. I can hear it start sizzling. So what I have here is 3 medium green onions chopped and 2 cloves of garlic chopped coarsely, and we're going to throw that into our pan. And we're just going to saute this very quickly. What we're starting to do is we're making our sauce for the lasagna first. We're going to give it a quick season, a little bit of salt, not too much. And a little bit of pepper. And we're going to turn this down to medium-low. So our onions are done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in about 200 grams of little cocktail shrimp and 1 can of baby clams. Now, as always, if you can work with fresh fish, I recommend you do. These are the baby clams that are in a can. And what I've done is I've passed the clam juice, the juices, through a paper towel just to make sure that there is no residue. Okay, to this I am going to add 1 herb bouillon. Now this is a mix of all different herbs, dried herbs. So it's got a little bit of oregano in here. It's got some thyme. I believe it also has some marjoram. All different kind of herbs. So 1 herb bouillon usually does the trick. Or you can just put a mixture of different spices that you like. And we're just going to give this a mix. Okay, now this is simmering away. Next we're going to put about 200 grams of crab meat, all cut up. Mix that all in. All right, next we're going to put in about 1 heaping tablespoon of tomato paste. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I want a rosé sauce, but if you want to do just a white sauce, you are more than welcome to omit the tomato paste. Okay. So just give this a good stir. Make sure everything is nicely incorporated. All right, and now my favorite part. A nice glass of white wine. We go by eye. Okay. And we just want to let this simmer for 3 to 4 minutes just to burn off that alcohol and bring the sweetness out of the wine. All right, guys, this has been bubbling away now, so we're going to add 2 cups of table cream and 1 cup of half and half. Okay. Give it a good stir. And we're just going to let this come to a boil, and that's pretty much our sauce for our seafood lasagna. So I would say bring to a boil, simmer for about 5 minutes till your sauce starts thickening up, and then turn it off and leave it on the side. And next we will get our lasagna sheets ready. Okay guys, now we've got all our stuff ready to go. So what I have here is my casserole, and I've just sprayed it with some non-stick cooking spray. I've got my sauce ready. I have here also, I'm going to show you, some whiting filet, which I poached with just a little bit of wine, some salt and pepper, and I also put in a little bit of lemon pepper seasoning, but that's totally up to you. If you don't want to put that, or you want to put some other seasoning, you can go ahead and do that. And I just poached it and shredded it with my fingers. So, but you can use any fish fillet that you have on hand. I had whiting fillet. You can use haddock, halibut, you can use a rainbow trout, whatever pleases you. So we've got that. And I also have some grated Parmesan cheese and some mozzarella. So we're going to start putting our lasagna together. So if I can find my ladle. So we're going to put a ladle of sauce at the bottom. And don't worry if the sauce is liquidy, because your pasta will absorb the liquid. Okay. Make sure it's all, and don't worry about the fish, you'll scoop that out, it's all good. So we're going to take our lasagna sheets, if I can find them. Okay, there's one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut just let's say about a strip off of it, and because I need to fit it into my casserole here, so it depends what casserole you use. You have to fit your lasagna sheets. So I'm going to layer. Okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect, guys, as long as you get it pretty much in there, and we're going to use that little piece just to cover down here, because as you can see, it didn't reach. And honestly, don't worry if it's not perfect. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. Hey, it's good for a blind person. Okay, now, nice ladle, two good ladles of sauce with all that lovely seafood. Okay. And sorry guys, but I do this with my hands because, I mean, you guys that can see, use utensils. Just get a little more here happening in this area. Now we're gonna grab a handful of that filet. So in essence, the filet would replace when you sprinkle ground meat in your lasagna. So you could put as much as you want or as little as you want. Okay, so that looks good. Next we're gonna put a handful of grated Parmigiano. Okay, and I know what you guys are thinking, cheese and fish. Well, yes, they do go together, believe it or not. So we're just gonna sprinkle that. I'd say about 1.5 handfuls, give and take. And then we're going to put in about, let's say 2 handfuls of mozzarella, shredded mozzarella. And please shred your own, it's just better. It comes out nicer, more stringy. Okay. Now, if you noticed what I did, you want to rotate what you did on the layer before. So I put my big piece here at the bottom, because the first layer I put the big piece up at the top, and then I put my little piece, reverse it, okay, so that when you cut into it, it's not going to fall apart on you, kind of like bricklaying. Okay, and now we just repeat the process with the sauce, the fish, the Parmigiano, and the mozzarella. And we do this until we are all full. All right, guys, so we're all done. We got 4 layers in there of seafood goodness and cheese with the mozzarella and the Parmigiano. And don't worry about the liquid because with the pasta and the Parmigiano, it'll absorb the liquid, so not to worry. We just finished off the last layer with the sauce, the Parmigiano, the mozzarella, and then we just sprinkled a little bit of dried parsley and a little bit of dried oregano just to give it that extra kick of flavor and color. So now we are going to, what I've done is I've sprayed my dull side of the aluminum with non-stick cooking spray because I don't want it to stick. And we're just gonna cover up our lasagna carefully. Make sure it's nice and crimped on the sides. All right, and it's gonna go into our oven, which has been preheated at 350. Hot stuff. Okay, and I'm going to put it handle side out. Oops. I think I got it. Yeah. Okay, there we are. And we're going to let this bake in the oven. Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
And we'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, our timer's going off. Oh, very nice. Alexa, turn off timer. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this is looking good. Okay. So guys, what I've done is I took off the foil for the last 5 minutes of cooking, just to get it nice and crispy on top. So there's our final product. Okay guys, I've cut a nice little piece here, and as you can see, I've got a nice cross-section view for you. You can see all the beautiful layers with the seafood in between. And if you are interested, you can check out another 2 videos that I've previously done. One being the seafood scallop potato casserole. That's a good one. And also check out the ricotta and spinach agnolotti in a cream sauce with salmon. So that's a nice one too, that involves seafood. All right, now the taste test. I'm going in. It's a hot one. Delicious. Ooh, stringy mozzarella. Oh my gosh, you taste that seafood and the creaminess. Going for another bite. Delicious. Guys, get into your kitchens and definitely try this recipe. Ignite your senses. Make a beautiful home cooked meal. You will definitely enjoy it much more than just grab and go fast food. So get into your kitchens, ignite your senses, and I'll see you next time with another great recipe. Until then, take care.